Great institution. It's quite easy to see how people judge those with mental illness as less of a human than the rest of the so-called normal people of society. And yet, the most intelligent and talented individuals have been suspected of having a mental illness.
This man here, Salvador Dali, one of the greatest artists of all time, was secretly a Nazi sympathizer. But you didn't mind because he had lots of money and you made lots of money combined.
From the greatest artists such as Van Gogh to the greatest poets of all time. These people are celebrated as legendary, and yet they are considered to be mentally deficient.
Apparently I'm crazy. Apparently I should be locked up because I am a creative and I do not hold back, and I have been labeled to be mentally ill and different. And because I have autism, I don't play society.
For those that look down upon someone who is suffering from within, somebody that is carrying a darkness, a tortured soul, someone with an indescribable description of reality. And yet these people are shunned and outcast from side society. I have been able to crack pots, crazy, disturbed, insane, and that they should be locked up because they do not fit into the box that society requires them to be.
Hypocritical society. You don't mind if they have a lot of money. You don't mind if they can make you a lot of money, even if they support the Nazis.
For the loss of mental illness are more often than not creatives. For the multitude of creatives have suffered painfully within their minds, and therefore they have found a way to express it. For your average so-called normal person, they could not envisage such an expression of self. They could not envisage a reality beyond the realms of which they see. If they can't touch it, if they can't feel it, if it does not stand before them, if it doesn't reel, then it doesn't exist. It seems crazy to these people. And yet, the greatest artworks of all time have been created by those declared to be seen.
It's funny when you have money.
It's funny what you can get away with.
And yet those with mental illness get shunned and
Locked up in the loony bin.
Those labelled with a mental illness have changed reality for the rest of society. For without creativity, what is humanity? It is an empty shell of a being.
Money isn't funny if you pay your bananas. Just money even felt with plenty. Here comes the rain, yeah, the ones that are suffering. Some money isn't funny because you can get away with anything.
You do not declare those that believe in our gods, those that are religious, to be declared insane. For you would not dare, you would be prosecuted for religious discrimination.
Estier, the man that can't buy with anything.
Because you are rich and you are making money for the erasing the people that you insane.
And yet how is it acceptable to denigrate somebody because of an apparent mental illness? These disparaging comments in order to make this circle normal person feel superior, or ignorance intertwined with insecurity.
I'm so crazy.
Too crazy for society. Too crazy to fit in. I'm so crazy for society.
The judgmental capacity of a society to separate those mentally different from the majority is a discrimination, taking the rights of a human to express themselves freely.
And guess who fought for this country? My grandfather who came by.
And yet I am not allowed to speak out against anti-Semitism because it is going to cost you financially.
If you have not lived with it, you cannot understand it, and yet you lay your judgment upon them. From Victorian times, anyone with difference was locked up or faced extermination.
So you just try to silence me.
I am telling the truth about society. How dare you silence me within a democracy? Is it because you are about to lose money and you see me as a threat to your wallet and your industry?
From those on the spectrum, people with autism and ADHD, they used to get locked up and declared mentally insane. Those with Down syndrome, they were locked up too and tortured, lobotomized.
Mr. Yeah, your anti-Semitic comments, it's gonna cost you a lot of money if you lose the revenue from the royalties that you make.
Daily, because society could not cope if you were different, and they could not cope with a genetic abnormality. Lunatics, they used to cry because they did not have the patience to accept that not everybody is the same.
The truth is too much for you to take. The truth is too much for you to accept, for it is going to affect you financially. Therefore, you try to silence those that speak truthfully.
Everybody born on this planet has their own genetic makeup, and we have our own unique fingerprints. And yet, narcissists and psychopaths can be voted into government in order to take over the world.
I intend to take on your machine. I intend to loosen my top upper lip in order to speak truthfully. For what is happening is to remind you that you are betraying your citizens.
And yet, these people destroy our planet and are lauded and celebrated throughout history. Even so, they are despots and inflict hell upon the world and get those declared to be mentally ill or shot and outcast to the fringes. They receive no help.
I am not Victor Shaw. No matter what you do, you can show me, you can hate me, you can try to shut me down, but you cannot stop me speaking the truth.
And no empathy, and certainly no understanding. I declare the society to be lacking of humanity, although apparently we live in a democracy. Democracy defined as fair and equal treatment for all individuals, for every single citizen.
Democracy, my ass, I call you a farce. For you forget to solve the rich and the elites whilst your poor citizens starve.
And yet, those are struggling with addiction, mental illness, or are going through a rough times, those that are not succeeding. They are being kicked to the curb, left in the gutter, in order to suffer, wither and die at our feet.
So whilst your citizens are starving, the rich put up their feet. On their way to Harrods, they ignore the homeless on the streets because they are too good.
This heartless ignoramus black hole of a nation and others internationally do treat their creative, apparently mentally ill citizens with contempt and no consideration. Shall I inform you what happened to Van Gogh in the end? He only sold one painting. He was judged throughout his life. People made fun of him, and yet when he died from his paintings, people are making a fortune. This is hypocrisy.
You can shove your factory up more. Shove your money up us. You can shove your money, shove your money. You can shove your money up your ass. You can shove your money up us.
You declare the society to be equal, to treat everybody the same. Yes, you may treat everybody the same because you expect the same of everybody, yet individually people are suffering.
You can shove your bribery up your ass. You can shove your bribery up your ass. Because I don't want your money as it is dirty, so go and shove your bribery up your ass.
You cannot tour everybody with the same brush. For some people needs a little more patience. We need individualized services for our people who are suffering with addiction and mental illness.
I am not gonna sell my soul for you. I am not a Judas. As the poor people starve on the street and other people suffer too.
Why do we try to make everyone conform to the same model, the same expectation for every citizen within the society? You cannot make something that is round fit into something that is bloody box-shaped. You cannot mould a person who cannot fit in. It's the ultimate impossibility.
I would be poor but living in luxury. I would rather be poor and speak for those that suffer. For I would rather be poor and continue creative your bribery.
It's the ultimate injustice to expect someone to fit in when it can never be. The ends.
I am giving myself, I am giving my creativity. I am spending my own money, my own good time to inform those misinformed of your hypocrisy within society.